A Russian airstrike killed 2 civilians in northeastern Ukraine's Sumy. This as per President Volodymyr Zelensky, who in a video on Telegram messaging app informed that rescue operations were underway at the site after multiple rocket system strikes hit a car service station. Now, as Russia says it is preparing retaliatory measures, the Russian Defense Ministry cited Ukraine's use of US-produced ATACMS missiles twice over the last 2 days. Both strikes targeting Russian forces position in the Kursk region. The first one on November 23rd, followed by another strike 2 days after on the 25th of November. The ministry released photos that allegedly show the remains of the long-range missile in the Kursk region. The ministry is in control of the situation and retaliatory measures are being prepared, it said. Meanwhile, the United States said it would continue to surge security assistance to bolster Ukraine's defense against Russia, especially in the east. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken raised Russia's deployment of North Korean troops in its war with Ukraine in a meeting of the groups of 7 democracies. He labeled it as a matter of grave concern for the G7.
The relationship between Russia and North Korea is a two-way street. We see what North Korea is doing for Russia and Ukraine right now with the troops. But we also are looking attentively at what Russia is and may be doing for North Korea, including potentially boosting its missile and nuclear capacity.
India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, who was also in Italy to attend the G7 foreign ministers meeting, once again called for restraint, asserting that one is not going to find a solution from the battlefield and at some stage will have to come to the table. What India has always said, dialogue and diplomacy is the only way forward. The sooner they do it, the better, because the rest of the world is being affected, quote unquote. This is what Dr. Jaishankar said. Meanwhile, Russia announced a ban on a string of UK's cabinet ministers from entering the country in response to what it called London's Russophobic policies. This is a day after London announced its biggest ever sanction on Moscow's shadow fleet. Among those it was targeting included Chancellor Rachel Reeves, Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner, Interior Minister Yvette Cooper and more than a dozen other senior politicians in the new Labour government.